Hey, have you heard of escape rooms? Maybe you've had a go at them yourself. They've been all the rage, haven't they? Those rooms, they're like, well, my version of hell, I reckon. You have to get stuck in there, locked in there, and then find your way out.
That's what happens to us every morning for about 3 hours.
Yes. And usually they are something to do for a bit of fun. But our next guest is using them to educate us all about, well, cancer. How does that work? Dr. Ken Dutton-Regester is a Brisbane-based melanoma researcher. An escape room, Ken. How does this work?
Yeah. Well, I think we should really define what an escape room is, just in case any listeners don't know.
I got it wrong, did I?
We're incredibly fearful after Loretta's description.
Yeah. Well, I think escape rooms really, it's a physical room that you go into, have to solve a series of puzzles in a defined set of time. Now, they actually had their origins back in the 90s in digital video games, so it was actually a digital video game concept originally. And then I think in about 2007, Japan started creating these real-world versions. And it wasn't until like 2012 in Eastern Europe where it really began to explode. There's now over 5,000 escape room venues worldwide. Here in Brisbane, I think there's 12 to 14 different venues. So like you could probably throw a stone and run into an escape room. So once you actually start seeing them, you'll see them everywhere. And so for me, like I did my first escape room maybe it was like 4 years ago. It was our staff end-of-year party. So you can think about it, there's a bunch of different cancer researchers trying to figure out how to do an escape room. So I was paired up with 3 of my colleagues who, first time doing an escape room, probably about 60 years of scientific training between us. So as you guess, how long do you reckon it took us to finish the escape room?
All day.
Yeah, no, we failed miserably. We took the whole hour. We only did 20%.
But help, get us out of here.
Pretty much, we were really struggling. But the experience was amazing, and it's because it's really immersive. So you go into there, it's really themed. So you were talking about some of the, potential horror-like themes.
Yeah, like a movie. There was a movie about something like that.
Yeah, I think it was an escape room movie, I think last year, I think it was. So yeah, sometimes it's themed. It's like, maybe you got to escape the zombie apocalypse or, escape a dungeon.
Yeah.
But it's that physical nature of just seeing a new environment and solving puzzles and having that team-building activity. So I thought it'd be really interesting if we could use that platform to teach people about cancer, which, cancer is one of those topics that's really sort of hard to explain and describe. And so we thought maybe an escape room might be a unique platform to do that.
Okay, how do you go about doing just that which you've described?
Yeah. So it was a pretty challenging project. So I actually took 6 months part-time, tapping into my long service leave to actually get this project over the line. We took cancer researchers, escape room designers, artists, graphic illustrators, sound engineers to really come together to create this immersive room. And so we really wanted to show people how cancer occurs in a body because, cancer is one of those diseases that's, very microscopic. It's hard to sort of see and visualize often. So we wanted to take people into the human body to see, where cancer first occurs. And we designed all our puzzles to sort of reflect the key aspects of cancer biology. And so we wanted to keep it a pretty more of a game-like feel. We didn't want to make it serious. So we had the sound music track to sort of be a bit more electronic and digital video gaming exploratory. And the experience usually takes about 10 minutes for most people. We kept it nice and short and sweet. And then afterwards, we have a 5-minute little video that explains how all of the aspects of the puzzles reflect cancer biology.
And I understand you've done this in an escape room that's effectively portable, that you can pick up and take wherever you might want to go.
Yeah, so most escape rooms are physical venues.
Yeah.
And so we really wanted to get this project worldwide. So we created it to be portable. So we're actually creating our second version, which is even more portable than our first version.
And when you say that, are you talking like shipping container type size?
No, it's a 3x3 metre marquee tent.
Oh,
and
really?
So we can set it up anywhere that can accommodate 3.4 metres high. And we don't even need any power sources. We're being battery banks. And we're going to be testing it out on the road for the first time, hopefully at the end of this month in South Australia, in Adelaide, for Cancer South Australia's Relay for Life. So this is just our first journey interstate, but I can tell you that we have got quite a few regional events for Queensland planned later this year, as well as potentially more interstate in Australia.
Yeah, I mean, how important do you think it is to make it more approachable and interesting, something like this, that people can be interactive? Yeah,
well, I think with cancer, I think the more knowledge that you have of what causes cancer, the better it is that you can implement, lifestyle choices to reduce that risk. And so we know there's a subset of people that tend to not really engage with science or cancer literature. So we really thought that this escape room could be a unique way to bring in this audience, to sort of introduce them to the concept. Hopefully they can learn some different things about what causes cancer and why it's so difficult to treat these days.
And then escape.
And then escape, yeah. Have a bit of fun, have some fun
So
with
they
your
get
friends.
these clues and they escape.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the idea behind this, Ken. I can't wait to see it in action somewhere here around Brisbane and Queensland, because it's all about that learning experience about cancer. It's World Cancer Day today as well. I know the Cancer Council running a couple of events around the city.
Brisbane, yeah.
Good of you to join us, and good luck with it. We'll see how we go. What'd you say? You should be able to get out in about 10 minutes?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. I think the record currently with the previous version is 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's the bar to meet, guys.
And I love the name of your website, Excite Science.
Yeah, we really wanted to put that enthusiasm. We're really
Yeah.
about a creative experience first and then education second.
Good one.
Ken, thanks for coming in this morning.
All right, thanks for that.
Dr. Ken Dutton-Regester, who's a Brisbane-based melanoma researcher.